Alright, despite what happened last week with the harvest, I'm going to harvest again, attempt again. Um, and I will probably end up scraping things out of here, but I will do that right now. Alright, so I pulled the tray out, same result. I'm assuming that's what will happen in the month if I wait a month. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape the bottom of this out. Maybe I'll just see how much it is up to here. So here we go. I'll be back after it is completed. Alright, here's a bus bin that was under the hungry bin. This is what I harvested. Obviously it is muddy. Not muddy. I would say more moist. And it will need to be dried out. On first glance, it seems to be well composted. And let's see, and I did have to, actually go up there with my hand, and you can see I got dirt on my arms to prove it. I haven't washed it off yet. And I did see just a few worms in here as I was pulling it out. However, this is not as muddy as prior. See, here's a worm right here. But the worms are few and far between. As I'm going through here, I hardly see any. I think that's the only one I saw. I'll go ahead and pull this one and put it up top, and then we'll go from there. It's the only one that I see. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and check the bin now and feed it, and I also have an experiment that some experiment foods that I want to try in here. So here we go. See you in a few. Today I'm going to put 3 experimental foods in the hungry bin, along with a little bit of regular frozen food. But we have here Cilantro Ranch Dressing that has gone bad. It's just been sitting on my counter since it's gone bad. Obviously it has ranch dressing with cilantro and lime and something else, garlic, and hot dogs. We're going to do another thing with just a hot dog in it, one piece of hot dog, see how they do on it. I'm not going to cut it up. I'm just going to see how long they take to get to it. It's stinky and been in my fridge. This is old mac and cheese that has gone, has mold on it already, so the worms should be able to get into that easily. I'm going to mix each of them with some moist bedding, and I'll come back when it's full, when they're all mixed. Alright, for the items here, I didn't really mix it. I just put, like this one has a hot dog on it. This one has a hot dog on it, and it just has the moist bedding on top. This one has the cilantro ranch dressing on the bottom with moist bedding on top. And this one has the mac and cheese half on the bottom, and the other half is filled with moist bedding. Now my goal in here is only to see that they do eat these things. Not exactly how long it might take, but that they do eat these. Once they do eat these, I would consider the experiment done, and I'll just put the rest in the bin because I know they'll eat it. So that's my whole goal here. If they avoid something, then I know, hey, they're not going to eat it at all. So here we go into the hungry bin. Alright, here we are back at the hungry bin. Go ahead, take this off. I did come back later and put some more diatomaceous earth on the top. There are still buggies. You can see all these gnats. Let me open this door here. I can go out here. Go into the light. Alright, so we all know I keep my hungry bin in my laundry room. Alright, let's check this out. Moist here, as you could see. Check this, see how they've done. Still moist on the top. Okay, I have to dig a little further down, not that much to get to moist bedding, but that's okay. Trying to get my camera right. Alright, so you can see down there, very nice and composted. These are the worms up where they are. So let me just aerate this up at the top. Nice. All right. Let me turn this off for a second so I can get their food ready, and we'll go from there. Alright, what I failed to do, I didn't get their food ready, obviously you can see. I didn't reset the bin. Here's the bin here, and I'm going to go ahead and reset it now. You see me do it before. This bin needs to be reset, and as you saw from my harvest, that, you know, it's really thick down there, and I do hear as I'm putting the stick down, I do hear dropping down into the harvest tray, so that's good. This is working. Okay, I don't know if you could tell from this angle. Let me take my camera off. But the level has dropped significantly since I reset the bin. You can see there's some holes. Goes way down there. But the entire level of the bin has gone down. You get it even here so you can see it better. Alright. So there it is. Pretty much leveled off where it was up to here. Now it's down to here. I would say a good 3 inches from the entire bin. So that's pretty good. Plenty of room to put other things down here for the rest of the month. Okay, let me get a few things ready. Let me put this tripod back on to the bin. Alright, here's the 3 experimental items I'm putting in, experimental foods I'm putting in the bin. This one is the mac and cheese. Let me just put that in here. This one is the Cilantro Ranch Dressing. Put that in here. This one is the hot dog. And I'll put that right here. Now, to help keep bugs at bay, I had been putting moist bedding, but I don't know. I'm going to experiment this month with just putting dry bedding on the top, just to try and keep bugs down, but also to keep the bugs from growing even more. And what I normally put in my moist bedding, I'm putting here. This is mosquito dunks. I normally put some of that in moist bedding. Obviously it needs some since there's fungus gnats growing. I also put neem seed. This may not be enough either, but we'll see. I may have to put double for a time. And this is coral calcium. It can be used as grit as well as help bring up the pH level of the bin. I haven't seen very many red mites, so I believe that is working. So we'll work on getting rid of the fungal gnats. Alright, so let me put in some regular food as well, in case they don't like the experimental food. Oh, forgot my eggshell. Let me go do that as well. Let me just put the rest in here. We've got pumpkin. We've got, what is this? Paper towels. Napkins, used napkins. Just put these like random. But let me get my eggshells, because I do want to put that on here as well. Alright. We've got banana peels. We've got cereal. Kids cereal here. Had some kids, grandkids come up. Anyway, so that's about it. Let me go get the eggshells. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back with some eggshell. Just put it across here on the food. Food and napkins. That should be plenty for now, I guess. And let me get the dry bedding. Alright, here's some dry bedding. Now these frozen foods, as they thaw, they will melt, I guess, for lack of a better term, into the bedding. So I will leave it as that. I do want to put a good dose of diatomaceous earth on top. This seems to be helping as well. Maybe it helps with the mites. And that should be it for this week. I will put the covering back on off camera, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for coming on this journey with me.